the 1. Townsell. Almost broke it. He had 1 man to go. He is brought down to the 35-yard line, and the Jets offensive unit will come on. The Jets are led, of course, by Ken O'Brien, who has thrown for 3 touchdown passes this year without an interception. In fact, we'll talk about his record a little later on. Al Toon, Wesley Walker, 2 of the best you'll ever find. Mickey Schuler, look for a big day from him as the tight end. And the line, anchored by Banker and a rookie, Criswell, on the left side, Jeff Criswell, who is starting for Dan Cadigan today. This is Roger Vick out of Texas A&M out to the 41-yard line. He'll have 3 yards to go for another first down. And the tackle made by Dennis Gibson, number 98, the inside linebacker. Jerry Ball out of SMU is the giant nose tackle at about 300 pounds. In the secondary, Chris Spielman, the rookie from Ohio State, and Dennis Gibson, 2 outstanding inside linebackers. And in the secondary, we've talked about Benny Blades, the rookie from Miami. Second down. Hector in motion. Freeman McNeil on the pitch. Thrown at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Third down coming up. Benny Blades, who has 31 tackles already this year, number 36, making the stop for Detroit.
Well, the things that Wayne Font says really impresses him, and Wayne is the defensive coordinator of the Lions. He said this Benny Blade, sure, he has the physical ability. He's a strong man, but his intelligence is what's really surprised these Lions. He's been able to grasp all the defenses and play very good, intelligent football for him.
Third down 3. Toon is split wide to the right. Slot right is Walker. Toon for the first down. He is thrown back inside the 45, but will be given progress across the 45, and it's a Jet first down.
Oh, this is all Al Toon. We'll get a look at it from the end zone. He's such a big receiver, physical receiver. These little cornerbacks have a hard time holding him up at the line of scrimmage and then even bringing him down. He gets the forward progress mark to get the first down. You can see how strong Al Toon is.
So the Jets will now go with Freeman McNeil as a running back. Kurt Sohn is in. He is split wide to the left side and on the wing to the right. And going in motion back to the left side, K.D. Dunn as McNeil carries and gets a couple. Chris Spielman, number 54, the rookie linebacker out of Ohio State, on the hit for the Detroit Lions.
Chris Spielman, of course, the second-round draft choice out of Ohio State. He is the only other bright spot right now on this Detroit defensive unit. He and Benny Blades. These 2 guys, they're looking to really be the team leaders. But, hey, they're young. They're only rookies. You have to give them some time to take control of this defense.
It is 2nd and 7. Just shy of the midfield stripe for the Jets. Walker, the man in motion. O'Brien looks his way, finds him, and he is spun out of bounds in the 46 by the Lions, Benny Blades. My goodness, we were talking about Blades being active in the last few games, Joe. He's got his work cut out today.
He sure does. Meantime, I think they're going to have to get a little closer to Wesley Walker to try and control him today. There isn't a defender out there. Look at this. Blades gets there late, but I know they want to give Wesley Walker a good cushion so they don't get beaten deeply. But meantime, they need somebody closer to Wesley.
Is this what the Lions mean by a soft defense?
That's right. They're saying they're going to give a good cushion and not give up the big one. Well, they better get a little tighter.
Hector is in as a running back. And Toon goes in motion to the left side. Third down and 1. O'Brien is sacked at the 49. Michael Kofer, number 55, the right outside linebacker, and Reggie Rogers for Detroit.
Well, you have to give the credit to the secondary to allow number 60 Reggie Rogers to get back in there, you see, and also Kofer 55 and 60. Ken O'Brien had time to throw the ball downfield, but the receivers were covered.
Joe Prokop, and you see his average 37 yards, will kick it away. Pete Manley, number 82, is back deep for the Lions in a single safety on 4th down 6. for New York. Manley down at the 22. Flags go down. A 31-yard kick by Prokop, the third-year man from Cal Poly. So the ball is spotted on the 21-yard line. Referee Gordon McCarter an illegal block against the Detroit Lions. And we have the first time out of the game with no scope in the 9, led by Chuck Long, the third-year man from Iowa. Pete Manley, an outstanding wide receiver. Pat Carter's a rookie at tight end. And we'll see how he works today. Lomas Brown is the best blocker up on the left side of the line, number 75. They like to run on his side. And also Harvey Salem, the veteran right tackle at number 73. First down to the Lion 9. Lee is split wide to the right side, Manley to the left. And the motion man is Gary James. James Jones off the left side to about the 14, may have approached the 15. The defensive unit for the Jets, led by Mark Gastineau, the rejuvenated Mark Gastineau, and of course the veteran Marty Lyons. The linebackers solid all the way. Alex Gordon probably the best. And the defensive backs, James Hasty, Eric McMillan, a rookie. All of them are playing very well. Second down, 4. Flags go down. James Jones right up the middle, out to about the 19. Mark Gastineau, 99. Troy Benson, 54. And we'll let Gordon McCarter tell you what the call is. Merle, Harmon, and Joe Namath with you at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. The Jets going for a third straight win. The indication was the penalty against the Jets offside. What they're looking at, do they have a first down or not?
Well, that's what they have to find out so the Lions can decide which play to take.
Offside, number 57 defense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Either the gainer or the first down. Now that's on MacArthur, 57. That's the second play in a row he's had a tough time. On the first down play, he was blocked down inside, and that's how they had the good gainer. This is the second play. He's been a little bit off stride. Keep an eye on him.
First game played between these two teams back in Tiger Stadium on a Thanksgiving Day. The Lions run the ball. The Jet defense reacts. And Marty Lyons puts a real hit on the running back, Tony Page.
The Lions would love to be able to run the ball all day long. Heck, any NFL team would like to run the ball. But the Lions haven't been successful this season. Only against Atlanta did they move the ball well on the ground. And I don't think they can keep up with the Jets scoring machine unless they keep the ball away from them. But they're going to have to go to the air.
And Joe, this first series would be oh so important to the Lions. James Jones up the middle, not too much, maybe a yard or so. Mark Gastineau is on the bottom of that pileup. Also, Scott Mercereau, the nose tackle, is 6'3", 273-pounder. On our 10-minute ticker, let's check the early scores. Cincinnati jumps ahead of Cleveland. Buffalo trying to win its 4th straight. Miami at Indianapolis. And Dallas needs to win at home against Atlanta. Dallas just needs to win, period. Third down, 7. Split
Please
wide to the right is
30 seconds. Referee's timeout, reset to 30 seconds.
They're resetting the clock to 30 seconds. Ray Roundtree has come in as a wideout now, and they have 4 wideouts in the game on a 3rd down and long for Chuck Long. Carl Bland is also in. Big rush. Gastineau takes Long down, and Joe, that's a carbon copy of what happened last week.
It's awful. I cannot believe these Detroit Lions don't have a better blocking scheme. Gastineau came off the line like a bullet. We're going to watch him from behind. Gastineau comes clean. Here he is in the center of your screen. 99. Not a man touches him. Number 75, Lomas Brown, appeared to be responsible for him, but it was a lousy effort on his behalf. Chuck Long's going to get killed back there without any better blocking.
Gastineau's 4th sack of the year. And Detroit will punt on 4th and 17. Jim Arnold sends it deep to the 37. Return by Townsell. And Townsell is finally thrown down around the 39-yard line of the Detroit Lions by Jesse Clark. A 50-yard kick and a 24-yard return by Townsell, and Long is ailing. So the Jets have their ball again, and we'll return to the Silverdome in a moment.
Number 75, Lomas Brown forgets the snap count. Gastineau runs right by him as a clean pass to get a good lick. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, Long's not going to last long taking those kind of hits.
Wow. We visited with him yesterday and asked him how he felt after last week, and he said, I'm ready. I wonder how he feels now.
He took 4 or 5 of those clean shots last week against the Saints.
Jets ball. O'Brien 2 out of 2, 9 yards in the air. And we've got a movement up on the line. Reggie McElroy, number 68, the right tackle of the Jets.
Well, one thing you know is not a problem is the crowd noise.
Won't start. 68 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Reggie McElroy, the guilty party. It'll be 1st and 15 after the 5-yard penalty. Nu'u Fa'aola was the injured Jet on that kickoff return, but he is okay, we are told. O'Brien wide open to Schuler over the middle at the 30. Down to the 28. He's got a first down on a pickup of about 16 or so, making 17 yards. Bruce McNorton, the right quarterback, had the stop for the Lions.
From the end zone, we'll get a replay of this. Mickey Schuler finds the open spot coming from the right of your screen. He comes down the center of the field. O'Brien, with plenty of time to set up and throw on rhythm, finds Schuler underneath the coverage in the short area.
Schuler just went over 200 yards in receptions. That's his 16th catch of the year. And now Schuler in motion to the left side. Misdirection. Somebody got fouled up there as Vick is stopped and thrown back on the 37. Reggie Rogers, number 60, looking Vick right in the face. And Kofer was in there, number 55, to help out on the stop.
We'll see why wide receivers usually try to catch passes instead of blocking. Kurt Sohn, number 87, at the top of your screen, goes downfield, and, well, he forgot to keep his head up to see where he was going.
O'Brien 3 for 3, 25 yards, 2nd and 13 for New York. O'Brien looks for Toon, wide open to run. Out of bounds on the 14-yard line of the Lions. Ken O'Brien, run out of bounds by Jimmy Williams, gets 17 yards on that one.
A real heads-up play by O'Brien. He saw that the middle of the field was wide open after checking downfield first. You see, this veteran quarterback knows how to go about things. He sees he can get his first down, then go ahead and gets it. This defense that the Lions are playing is just what the Jets would love to play against. They're playing loose into deep zones, and with Schuler and Toon as possession receivers, they can throw underneath all day long.
Johnny Hector is the lone running back. Toon split wide to the left side, Walker to the right, and Schuler in motion. Schuler off the fingertips at the 11. Coverage by Michael Kofer. Boy, here's one tight end that linebackers have a little trouble covering, Joe.
Well, he's so smart. He knows the passing game so well. He can find the open spots in his zone. He's like a good basketball player with moves. He doesn't fool you with speed, but his moves and intelligence is what gets Mickey Schuler open.
2nd down, 10 on the Lion 14. We have 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score. Sohn is in, split to the right, Toon to the left. Hector on, or rather McNeil on the draw. And he is stopped just about at the line of scrimmage by Michael Kofer, number 55, the 6-year veteran from Tennessee. He's the right outside linebacker.
Well, the Lions have been a little impressive, I think, defensively so far. They've been getting good pressure back there. You see Kofer, 55, on the right-hand side of your screen. He comes untouched to get in there and make the play. Now, some linebackers that may not have his speed wouldn't get around a corner like that to make the play, so maybe he wasn't supposed to be blocked. I'm not sure.
Third down, Toon splits left, Walker goes right, Schuler slot right as the tight end. Out of the shotgun, O'Brien under a rush and goes down. Danny Lockett, the linebacker, also comes untouched, and it looked like the Lions were taking a page out of what happened to Chuck Long in the last series.
What they're doing right now is beating up on the young tackle over there, Criswell. You know, Dave Cadigan is not in the lineup, so that's broken the continuity of the Jets' offensive line. And Cadigan, or Criswell, right now is having a very difficult time.
From the 29 at 10, Pat Leahy for the field goal attempt. He's hit 5 out of 6 from inside the 40. He's made 40 of the last 41 attempts. Pat Ryan on the hold. Leahy puts the Jets ahead on a 39-yard field goal. We have 5:55 to go in the first period here at the Joe Walton, who is now in his 6th year as the head coach of the New York Jets. He was also an assistant coach prior to taking over the head job. He's a happy man after 2 big wins, the way his offense performed the last 2 games and his defense. Pat Leahy kicks it off. Gary Lee. Good run back for the Lions. Outside the 30 to the 33.
Here's the last play. Criswell on the bottom right of your screen, number 61, gets beaten to the outside by number 50, Danny Lockett. Criswell's got to come out of his stance a little bit faster to get to that outside rush. Now here's your run back, and it's a good run back that's going to give him excellent field position. Gary Lee is not only a good kick returner, but a fine receiver as well.
And the 31-yard return, and the ball is set out of the 33, and here come the Lions, and Chuck Long has the cobwebs out. Little play action. Nice catch by Manley. Pete Manley in Jet territory for 19 yards and a first down to the Jet 47.
Well, that's just what Chuck Long needs, some time to throw. When you run play action pass on first down, you usually buy an extra bit of time because the defense is playing run. Here he drops the ball. That's perfect, right over Clifton's head to Manley. An excellent play.
At the 47 of the Jets, first down Lions. James Jones, number 30, Tony Page, 49 of the running backs for Detroit. Again, play action. Caught by number 87, Pat Carter, the tight end. The rookie from Florida State. Kyle Clifton, 49, the inside linebacker on the hit at the 40. So the Lions are short of a first down by 3.
Well, you have to give credit to the play selection of the Lions. You know, Bud Carson is known as a defensive coordinator for the Jets with a capability of fooling offenses. Right now, these 2 play-action passes fooled the Jets' defense.
Chuck Long, now 2 out of 2, 27 yards. Nichols now the nose tackle for New York as the Lions moved close to a first down. Tony Page, the 5-year man from Virginia Tech, got the call and the carry, but short of a first down.
It's hard to get a feel right now which team is actually controlling the line of scrimmage. Criswell was beaten in the Jets' last offensive possession, and O'Brien had to scramble. The Lions haven't been able to run the ball effectively yet, so the line of scrimmage, well, it still hasn't been determined which team is boss.
The Lions come with the tight ends on 3rd and short. Jones and Page are the running backs. Jones gets stacked up, but he may have the first down. Kevin MacArthur, 57, will be on the bottom of the pile when they unstack. And they may have to take a look at this one. MacArthur, a third-year man from Lamar in Texas.
Here you get a low-angle view of it. And up, oh boy. That's a tough one to make. It's all going to depend on where the official spots the ball, because Jones went over the top. He took a good hit. Hey, he got a good spot. It's first down.
And so the Lions are on the move. They moved the ball well. Manley is split wide to the right side. Lee to the left side for Detroit. Long goes down again. Mercereau and Marty Lyons coming on, and Lyons got a hold of him, knocked him off his balance, and down goes Long for the second time at the 39, losing yards.
A lot of strategy involved here. Now the Lions have been fooling the Jets with play action passes on first down, but Carson says, well, it's worked for him, so hey, I'll play the pass this time. That's what the Jets did, and they shut Long down.
And the loss makes it 2nd and 13. Jets lead by a score of 3-0. 2 minutes 55 seconds to go in the first quarter in Detroit. Lee and Manley are wide left for the Lions. Jones and James are the split backs. Inside handoff given to Gary James. Didn't get a lot. In fact, he just about got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Marty Lyons, 93, is up there. Terry Williams, 33, the left cornerback.
I don't think anyone in this stadium, the Lion players, their fans, or the Jets, have a great deal of respect for the passing attack of the Lions. Long just hasn't been getting the time to throw. That's why you see these little draw plays. You know, they're trying to get lucky, you might say, with the big gainer off a draw. Now he has to pass.
Now the Jets bring on the extra defensive backs, and Long will operate out of the shotgun. Craig going for Paco Craig, who was the deep man, but instead Carl Bland, who is the short man, makes the reception against Bobby Humphrey, number 48, the left cornerback. And the Lions have themselves a first down on a big third down play.
Well, when you get time to throw and set up, throw on rhythm, you see Chuck Long getting protection. Bland, number 80, just cuts in front of Humphrey on the out pattern, makes a good reception. You give any quarterback time in this league, he's going to find an open receiver.
15 yards on that one gives Long 3 out of 3 for 42 as the Lions march on in Jet territory at the 25. Flags go down as the catch is made by Pat Carter, the tight end. The ball bouncing away, though, and out of bounds. Kyle Clifton covering the tight end on that pass pattern. Let's see what the flag's about. Holding, no doubt.
Holding. 74 offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Joe Malinchuk, number 74, the right guard, the guilty party.
Nope. Well, sometimes Gastineau doesn't have to get all the way back there and make the tackle to make a great play. Right in the center of your screen, you see Gastineau being thrown to the ground by Malinchuk. Hey, it's a holding penalty. Gastineau helps out in a lot of ways, I tell you.
This is the 8th play of the drive for Detroit. And it's a 1st and 20. Long getting some time and completes the pass. Pete Manley, the wideout, brought down by Mike Zordich. Gain of 12.
Good heads-up play by Long, buying a little time by moving out of the pocket. Here you see Manley, Pete Manley, 82, go downfield. Now he's going to find open spot right in the middle of the field behind the linebacker. Long bought the extra time with some movement, and they had a good gain that time.
Long now 4 out of 4, 54 yards. We have 1 minute 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Lions on the move, trailing 3-0. Long wants it all on this one. Manley in the end zone, covered very well by James Hasty.
You said it, Merle. Very well. He was covered. Hasty was all over him. In fact, Hasty had a step on him going out of the end zone. Chuck Long's got to feel better about his protection, but whenever you start out in your very first series with the pass play and you don't get blocked, and it doesn't do much for your confidence. His last few completions, I'm sure, have helped Long's confidence, but this is the big play, the third down play.
And on third down plays, the Lions are 2 out of 3 so far. They haven't done very well in that department this year. On the other hand, the Jets have been great in that area on the third down play. Long to the end zone. It is incomplete. Gary Lee was the receiver. The coverage by Rich Miano, number 36. And it is 4th down, and there's some confusion on the part of the Lions on this one.
Well, you see these two receivers, they take each other out of the play. Gary Lee bumps right into Manley. There was a hole back there. Had Lee been able to get to it, but I'd say that was offensive pass interference on the offense that time.
Boy, this is tough for Chuck Long to take the Lions down and have to settle for 3 if he can get it from Eddie Murray. 39-yard field goal attempt. Murray ties the game. So each team with a 39-yard field goal. We have 44 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Ken O'Brien and the Jets getting ready for their 3rd possession. They settled for a field goal in their 2nd possession. Eddie Murray will be kicking off for Detroit. JoJo Townsell, number 83, and Kurt Sohn, number 87. Will be back for the return for New York with 44 seconds to play in the first period. Kurt Sohn at the 4. Knocked down at about the 22. Now let's go to Gail Sarans at NFL Live in New York. Gail?
In Indianapolis this afternoon, it's the Dolphins and the Colts. Dan Marino hits Lorenzo Hampton. Mike Pryor misses the tackle. Hampton is off and running 39 yards for the touchdown. Miami leads at 7-3. Hampton's injured his hamstring in that play.
Thank you, Gail. The Lions have support from across the river in the land of the Maple Leaf. It is 3-3, 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Jets go to the run. Freeman McNeil out across the 25 to the 26. Ben Johnson's great victory in the 100-meter, 9.79, a world record. Of course, all of the Canadians are very proud of that mark. And NBC's Olympic coverage will be coming up after the ball game today. We'll be going directly to Seoul. There's the end of the first quarter here at the Silverdome. So the Jets and the Lions. The Jets will have the ball at the New York 26. Kurt Sohn is a wide out to the right side, and Al Toon to the left. Sohn looks for Toon. There he is, right over the middle. And the former Wisconsin star has a first down at the 34. Chris Spielman, 54. Benny Blades, 36. The rookies hit him.
Well, Detroit plays a soft defense. Here you can see that there's not a defender around Toon. They're all upfield. They're giving up the short catches. If Ken O'Brien will be patient, he can go to Toon, Mickey Schuler underneath all afternoon.
Walker and Toon are split. Play action. This time he wants it all. Walker is down there. And the play defended well by number 43, Jerry Holmes. The former Jet, spent 6 years with the Jets.
Killer Holmes, yes. He had that nickname as a Jet because he hit so hard and he was so aggressive. His Jet teammates certainly liked him a great deal. And he's doing a good job over here with the Lions. Coach Rogers said he's played well up to now, and he has a few years left in him, but certainly not in the Jet youth movement.
And youth movement it is. And the veterans on this Jet ball club are very happy with the mixture of the team, Joe.
Hey, when you're winning, everyone's happy.
In motion is Billy Griggs, the tight end. A swing to the left of McNeil out of the backfield. Good move by McNeil as he battles for the first down. He's going to be short, but he gets about 8 big ones. And the last 4 by himself. Dennis Gibson, 98, the inside linebacker out of Ankeny, Iowa, and Iowa State making the hit.
Well, McNeil was such a smart runner. He slowed down that time to give his blockers a chance to get in front of him and allow the play to develop. That's why he made such a good game.
3rd down and 2 for New York. Freeman McNeil, 8-year veteran, UCLA. 102 yards rushing coming into this one. Of course, he's the perennial leader for the Jets in rushing. Johnny Hector out of Texas A&M. Very close to the first down. He really got whacked by Chris Spielman, 54. And then James Griffin, the free safety, coming up to help out. But it is a first down for New York.
Well, I'll tell you, the Jets got a good spot that time because the Lions string this play out to the left. Hector looks like he's going to make it, but watch this hit. Boom! Spielman hits him hard. Doesn't allow him to go any further upfield, and they got a good spot right there. It's first down.
Chris Spielman, the winner of the Lombardi Award as the best linebacker in America last year at Ohio State. First down, New York. To the run. Roger Vick near midfield. Michael Kofer, 55, the linebacker, who shows his quickness, makes the stop on Vick, who played for your old teammate at Alabama, Jackie Sherrill.
Yes, down at Texas A&M, and they're certainly not having a vintage A&M year. I'd say 0-3. You know, the Jets are probing the center of this Lion defensive team. They're very young up the middle with their nose tackle, 2 linebackers. I think that's the weak spot against the run.
2nd down, 6. Toon and Griggs. And Griggs in motion. Griggs becomes a blocker, but Freeman McNeil gets belted at the line of scrimmage by the nose tackle, Jerry Ball, number 93, the All-America from SMU. How big is he? Well, they list him at 292. I think about 310 might be a little more accurate.
Oh, I tell you, he's a piece of work to watch. I watched him at practice this week, and he doesn't look quick, he doesn't look agile, and he looks slow. Meantime, the Lions like Jerry Ball. They say he's doing a good job in that center. Here he is, number 93 on the left side of your screen. He follows Alexander into the hole and makes the play.
The Jets are still 3rd and 6. They're 2 out of 4 on third down plays. Out of the shotgun. Good blocking for O'Brien as he completes it to Toon for a first down. He is out of bounds around the 42-yard line. And it was Bobby Watkins, number 27, who had the coverage on the play. This guy's almost impossible to cover.
Sure, well, Toon puts some pressure on like he's going deep, and Watkins is coached right there. Don't let the man get deep. So he has to overplay the go pattern, and Toon breaks it off sharply. A good pass by O'Brien as well.
This may not sound like a Toon day, 3 receptions, 18 yards, but Joe, they're taking what they're being given.
So far.
Fake the draw. O'Brien gets hit as he has to throw that ball away. He had to unload it. Coming after him was Reggie Rogers. And now let's go to Gail Sarins in New York on NFL Live.
In Houston this afternoon, the Oilers have taken a 14-6 lead over the Patriots. Cody Carlson to Alan Pinkett. He fakes out number 26, Raymond Claiborne, 51 yards in all. 14-6, the Patriots trailing behind in the second. Now back to Detroit.
All right, Gail. Joe, were you expecting more points in the game this? I mean, we're 11-14 to go in the first half, but
The way the Jets have been scoring, sure, but you have to remember Criswell's in a tackle and their blocking scheme isn't as good as it's been.
O'Brien, Toon, spun down. He will get to the 38. Bruce McNorton, 29, the right cornerback, made the hit on him. McNorton out of Georgetown, Kentucky, the first player ever drafted from Georgetown College in Kentucky. Mark Gastineau, the rejuvenated Mark Gastineau. Everybody's talking about him.
Oh, well, he's had the benefit of getting some excellent coaching from Wallace Chambers, the new defensive line coach of the Jets. And Chambers tells me Gastineau is playing within the defensive scheme. He's playing his techniques better, so he's been a better player against the run and versus the pass as well.
Third down 6. Shotgun. Flags down. And Toon is out of bounds. Bobby Watkins had the coverage. There are 2 flags. There's one at the line of scrimmage and a flag also down at the 5-yard line.
Well, it was a fine catch by Toon. Have no idea what the penalties are. But Toon really pulled that ball in nicely.
So Gordon McCarter goes downfield to check, and here we go.
Illegal motion, number 61, offense. Pass interference, number 27, defense. The penalty's offset. Replay, third down.
We'll replay the down and offsetting penalties.
Well, so far, Criswell, the offensive left tackle of the Jets, number 61, is not having a very good day. As long as he doesn't lose his patience, though. If he stays in there, Criswell, they have a lot of confidence in him. He's just got to get over these butterflies, get over being nervous, you know, moving too quickly on the snap count. Once he gets over that, this Jet offense should start moving.
Criswell was signed as a free agent. He played in Canada for several ball games after graduating from Graceland College in Iowa, and then was a replacement player for Indianapolis. But nobody picked him up after that. He went to California, worked out, improved his strength. I think he improved his size a little bit too at about 284. Now the Jets have picked him up. Third down 6. High snap. O'Brien complete to Toon for a first down inside the 30. Jerry Holmes has got his work cut out for him today.
Well, we don't often see 2 good catches on one play, but the first good catch is by Ken O'Brien on the bad snap. A snap that's over his head. Watch Kenny get his right hand up there and make a one-handed stab, then throw the pass with good protection, by the way, to Toon across the middle. 2 good catches on one play, Merle.
It is first down for New York on the 29-yard line. 12th play of the drive. Toon is now 5 for 32. Toon split wide to the left. Freeman McNeil trying to get to the outside. Now cuts back against the grain. Gets down inside the 25 to the 24. Reggie Rogers, number 60, replacing Keith Ferguson, who's out with a foot injury, made the tackle.
This was all Freeman McNeil. I mean, they have this play hemmed in. You see all the line defenders over there. McNeil smartly finds a way out of this jam. Look at him. He changes the ball into the other hand. That's excellent ball running. He put that ball from his right hand to his left, then used his right hand to ward off a tackler. Good run.
Got 5 out of it. 2nd and 5. Behind Toon this time. O'Brien doesn't do that very often.
No, he's the most accurate passer I've seen in the NFL in a while. He really gets the ball to the receivers in the right place most of the time. He hasn't thrown an interception this season, by the way, so that ought to tell you he's throwing the ball in the right place. He just got it behind Toon. Toon was wide open. Threw it behind him.
Well, coming into this game, he had thrown 184 consecutive passes without an interception. Joe, do you remember how many you put together, huh?
No, I don't, but I'll bet you it got into double digits anyway.
Third down. 4 out of 6 on third down calls. That's a forward pass to Hector, and Hector may have that first down, and Hector's a tough kid out of Texas A&M in his 6th year. I really like Hector.
Oh, Hector's good. He's been pushing McNeil for the last 6 years, and sometimes Hector starts and sometimes he doesn't, but he is really a quality running back.
And the Jets will use different combinations with those running backs depending on the down, the distance. They'll use McNeil and Hector together. They'll use McNeil and Vic. They'll use Hector and Vic. Or they might use all 3. First down on the 18-yard line of Detroit. Score tied at 3, 7:59 to go in the first half. Toon and Griggs are the wide outs. O'Brien to Toon over the middle. And Toon is going to be marked near the 12. Chris Spielman, 54, and Benny Blades, 36. The 2 rookies. Blades, the #1 draft choice. and Spielman, the rookie from Ohio State, on the hit.
Well, Toon will come off and just find an open spot across the field. You see, he breaks underneath the linebackers. They're dropping so deep into coverage that Toon's able to get underneath of them. But I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Jets come back with this play later, because Freeman McNeil was sneaking down the sidelines into the end zone wide open.
O'Brien, 10 out of 14, 76 yards. This is Hector, and Hector is knocked down. They're going to mark it near the 10. I beg your pardon, Roger Vick. Dennis Gibson, the linebacker, on the stop on Roger Vick, who's also from Texas A&M.
Gibson's one of those young players in the middle of the Lion defense. He's along with Spielman and Ball. Ball and Gibson both are in their second year, and Spielman, of course, is a rookie. So the heart of the defense of the Lions is young, but they're looking good. You know, in a year or two, they may have a strong, solid defense.
Third down and a couple. The Jets are 4 out of 4 on this drive, by the way, which has lasted more than 8 minutes now. 3rd and 2. O'Brien, McNeil at the corner, and he's in there. Touchdown. Freeman McNeil, his second touchdown of the year, his first pass reception touchdown. That one was good for 10 yards.
Well, the play fake holds the linebackers just a bit. They're blitzing. Benny Blades blitzes 36. It leaves McNeil wide open on the outside, and he outruns the speedy Michael Coffer for the touchdown.
Now the extra point try by Pat Leahy, and he has been perfect so far this year. 8 out of 8. Pat Ryan will do the holding. With 6 minutes and 19 seconds to go at the Silverdome in Pontiac, the New York Jets have taken a 10-3 lead. Merle, Harmon, and Joe Namath with you from Pontiac, Michigan. The Jets lead Detroit 10-3 after a long, methodical drive. And on this return, Carl Painter for the Lions, trying to find an open area, cuts back up across the 25 and is dumped at about the 26-yard line. Well, Joe, last week, the Jets kept coming with a big play against Houston. In this drive, which went 77 yards and consumed 9 minutes and 15 seconds, they showed that they can go either way.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've been consuming a lot of time. They lead the league, the AFC, in time of possession with 32 minutes.
The runner has been upended as a result of contact by an opponent. His knee touched at that spot. First down.
Jets have averaged 32 minutes of possession or a game so far, so they're doing just what they've been used to doing.
We've got a timeout with 6:06 to go in the first half, and Chuck Long and company down by 7. It's the Lions' ball at their own 23-yard line, where it is marked as Chuck Long and company take over. Long is 4 out of 6, 54 yards. And he goes to Painter. He is thrown out of bounds by Kyle Clifton. He couldn't turn the corner. Gain of a couple. Painter, a rookie out of Hampton Institute. They like to get him in the open field. This guy can really fly.
Yes, most of the halfbacks around the league have enough speed to get out there, but they need the blocking. And that time, number 30, James Jones, put a good block on 55, Alex Gordon, that helped Painter get around the corner.
2nd down, 8 coming up with 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Small crowd here at the Silverdome in Pontiac. James and Jones are the running backs. Lee and Manley are the wideouts for Detroit. James, the man in motion. And Manley spins off the tackle, has the first down for Detroit. Pete Manley from Northern Arizona. Rich Biano, 36, and James Hasty, 40, were over there, but the play worked for 13 yards and a first down for the Lions at the 38.
Well, James Hasty obviously respects Manley's speed downfield. Pete Manley, you know his real name is not Pete. His father nicknamed him Pee-wee. And so they changed it to Pete. His given name is William Manley, but they still call him Pete.
That won't last much longer. First down, Detroit. Play action. Long. Manley. And it's incomplete. Overshot him. Bobby Humphrey, number 48 from New Mexico State, had the coverage on the play for New York.
Sometimes when you're not in the play, you get a good hit. Right here, Pat Carter's going downfield for reception, and Kyle Clifton says, well, I don't think you should be crossing my territory, big boy.
Not as easy as it used to be since the rules were liberalized for the defense.
Oh, well, it's easier than it used to be when they allowed the clothesline technique. These linebackers used to just rip receivers down by the neck.
Second down, 10. Jets lead 10-3. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Manley in motion. Go to the run the other way. No place to go, though, for Gary James. He might have picked up 2. Kyle Clifton, 59, the 5-year veteran from TCU out of the Southwest Conference, on the hit for the New York Jets.
But Kyle Clifton made that play and made the tackle. But the guy that turned the play in was Kevin MacArthur, number 57. On the very first offensive play of the game, the Lions pinned MacArthur inside, and they had a good gain. MacArthur's corrected that. He fought outside that time, forced the run back inside, and that's where Clifton came in to make the play.
Lee goes wide to the left, Manley to the right. James Jones and Bland are in there also. Bland is one of 4 wideouts in the game now. Defensive player falls down, and Bland, if that is a legal catch, it is not a legal catch. Carl Bland took that ball off the carpet. The defensive man, who was Bobby Humphrey, I believe, fell down.
Well, I know it wasn't a catch because he didn't try to get up and run with it. This is just a poorly thrown pass by Chuck Long. Bland is all alone because the defender fell down. Now you see he doesn't try to run with it, so you know he didn't catch it. See, right here you see what happens where he falls down. Humphrey slips, trips, falls down. Now Manley just can't get to the poorly thrown pass.
The play is being reviewed, but you saw the ball bounce off the carpet, so it was reviewed, and the play stood incomplete. JoJo Townsell back for Murray's kick. Fair catch call for, taken by Townsell of the Jet 19. A kick of 40 yards by Eddie Murray. Or I beg your pardon, by Jim Arnold. And we will come with you from the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, where the New York Jets lead the Detroit Lions 10-3. Ken O'Brien hit Freeman McNeil for a 10-yard touchdown pass, and we've had an exchange of field goals. And O'Brien had to unload throwing to Roger Vick coming out of the backfield. He just had to find somebody to get rid of that ball. It'll be 2nd and 10. Michael Kofer putting pressure on. And let's check our ticker, in Buffalo still heading for a 4th straight win. Cincinnati increasing the lead over Cleveland, and Houston hanging on to that margin over New England. Meanwhile, Indianapolis has closed the gap. Minnesota, one of the teams favored to win the Central now, and the Bears have come back to lead Green Bay in that great rivalry, and Dallas holds the 1-touchdown lead over Atlanta. 2nd and 10 for New York at the Jet 19. Here comes Vick up the middle. Not a lot there. Goes to the 21. Reggie Rogers, number 60, the defensive right end at 280 pounds out of Washington, makes the tackle. Kind of a quiet game, Joe.
Yes, it is. We haven't had any turnovers, which I think is a good part of the game. No interceptions or fumbles yet, so both teams are doing well in that respect. We haven't had any big plays, actually, major exciting plays, but the line of scrimmage, it's still not determined which one of these teams are controlling it. No one's really established dominance right at the line of scrimmage yet.
3rd down, 7. The Jets are 6 out of 8 on 3rd down plays today. O'Brien with time, and Wesley Walker is open for the 1st down at the 41, a gain of 19. Chris Spielman, the linebacker, makes the hit.
Well, you've got to give Wesley Walker some room. I mean, he caught 3 touchdowns last week. He's averaging over 20 yards a catch. You see the cornerbacks off the screen. You can't even find him. Now he comes into play, Jerry Holmes, but he's given Wesley a big cushion.
Walker in this game, 2 for 25 now, as Toon splits wide to the left side. The look is to tune, the pass is to tune. Now let's see if he can get that first down. Yes. Isn't that something? I mean, this guy has such quick feet. Two guys were chasing him. Bruce McNorton finally got him out of bounds. Michael Kofer was there. Joe, a quarterback's got to love a receiver like Toon.
Oh, quick feet. He's agile, but he's 6'4". You know, he's a big guy to try and contain and get down. He's so elusive.
First down on the 47 of Detroit. Hey, that's great company right there.
Hey, I like that.
O'Brien on first down. Time, throws out of bounds on the catch by JoJo Townsell. James Griffin had the coverage.
Well, JoJo was certainly a secondary receiver that time for Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien tried to get the ball to Johnny Hector, but Hector was late getting open, and so O'Brien went downfield. It was a good catch, but out of bounds.
Red Sox trying to build their lead back to 5.5 after that tough loss to New York yesterday. The Tigers are down. They're out of it, we think. Milwaukee and Oakland. Milwaukee also is out of it for all practical purposes. Second down. Down goes O'Brien. Eric Williams, number 76. The All-America out of Washington State in his 5th year of the NFL. And a flag is down now after the play. So we've got an unsportsmanlike conduct call. That's the Lions' 3rd sack today.
Well, it appeared that time Eric Williams came from the strong side of the Jets line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 63 on the offense, kicking.
Ted Banker, number 63, who is a key performer in that offensive line because he lends the experience that they need, especially with Banker playing next to Criswell.
Yeah, but Banker's on the left side, and Ferguson comes clean on the right side of your screen there. You see, he beat Dan Alexander. Now, can we see what happens down here and why the penalty's called? I think it's Banker getting called in retaliation for Reggie Rogers' late hit on Banker.
Looks like Rogers trying to choke him.
Yes, but Ferguson actually beat Dan Alexander on that particular play.
It is a second down coming up, and a long second down 32. So the Jets will have time to think about it. 2-minute warning. We'll be right back. For 115 yards and his 4th touchdown pass this year. That coming on a 10-yard strike to Freeman McNeil. So the Jets have a long way to go, and they are showing second down. I'm sure it should be 3rd down because that penalty was called after the play, which would have run up a down. So it should be 3rd and 32 coming. What will the Jets call here, Joe?
Well, I'd look for him to play it mighty close to the vest, either with a draw play or a screen play. I don't think they're going to try and make it all up. If for some reason they're correct and it is second down, then they're only going to try and make 10 or 12 yards of this back on this play.
Well, now we are told it is second down. We'll know after this one, won't we? Inside to Hector. That one didn't do much. Danny Lockett, number 50, one of the linebackers, made the tackle, and we have timeout called.
Charge timeout, Detroit, number 1. 40-second
So we've
timeout.
got a timeout, and we'll be right back. 3rd and 31. Toon and Sohn are wide for New York. Hector out of the backfield. Gets near the 45. Long way to go for a first down. Reggie Rogers, number 60, the linebacker,
Charge timeout. Detroit,
pulled him down, and the
2,
Detroit Lions take
40-second timeout.
a timeout. This will give them 1 remaining. A 40-second timeout. So the Jets, who lead it by a score of 10.
Position. Detroit really hasn't started with excellent field position. They've averaged the 21-yard line, and if Prokop can get a decent punt off this time, they should back the Lions up to where they have a long way to go with Chuck Long.
At halftime, we'll be checking in on NFL Live with scores and highlights of all the other ball games. Joe Prokop back to do the kicking for New York. Pete Manley is deep for the Detroit Lions. So we'll be going to New York as soon as this first half is over. A lot of interesting games going on today. Prokop has averaged 37 yards a kick. Ooh, he hangs this one up. Manley from his own 7. He is down there. Great coverage by the Jets, but they had all the time in the world to get down there.
Oh, it was a super punt by Prokop and excellent coverage by the Jets. The Jets really haven't been doing a good job on their special team coverage because they've got so many new players, young players. In the past, Larry Pasquale's special teams have been outstanding. This year, not quite up to par, but on this last play, they did an excellent job.
A 48-yard kick, and Marion Barber, who is one of the keys of the special teams, on the hit. No changes there. The Bears have come back now, have taken an 8-point lead over Green Bay. Green Bay led early in the game. And Atlanta has tied Dallas. Boy, the Cowboys have had trouble with Atlanta the last 2 years. They're playing in Dallas. Atlanta beat them in Dallas a year ago. Inside handoff. This one goes to James Jones. Not much there at the 12-yard line. We have 1:24 left to go in the first half as Alex Gordon makes the tackle for the Jets. And now the Jets take a timeout to stop the clock. It'll be Long airs it out to the near side. Intercepted. Picked off by John Booty. That's his second interception of the year. And boy, do the Jets come out of this thing with great field position.
You see what happened here. The Jets are back there looking for the deep play. Booty's back there double covering. He's getting help from the inside from Miano. I think the Lions just made a bad call that time, trying to get too much too quick, because what fans are here in the Silverdome have been really disappointed the last couple of years.
The Jets will have the ball to the Lion 42 with 1:17 left to go in the first half. I didn't hear anybody yell Mayday, though.
They may start pretty soon if Ken O'Brien gets the Jets in the end zone.
O'Brien is going down for the 4th time. Jimmy Williams, the outside linebacker from the University of Nebraska, gets the 4th sack for the Lions. 1:10 to go, and the Jets will not go to the huddle. 2nd and 13. Wide open is Freeman McNeil, showing his strength as he pulls 2 tacklers for an extra 2 or 3 yards. Will be a little bit short of a first down. Benny Blades, a strong safety, the rookie from Florida, making the tackle, and the Jets take a timeout.
42nd timeout.
So the Jets stop the clock with 54 seconds to go in the first half. Now each team with 1 timeout remaining.
If you wonder why Ken O'Brien didn't throw that ball away a little earlier to avoid the sack, to stop the clock, I don't really think he had a chance to get rid of it. I mean, he had the time to get rid of it, but when he moved up into the pocket, he didn't see any defenders close to him, so he held it. And number 59, Jimmy Williams, came from his right side where O'Brien didn't see him, and that's how he got sacked. Ordinarily, you'd want your quarterback to get rid of the ball and stop the clock in that situation.
If you did not hear about that Mayday call that Joe and I were talking about, it came last week. The Lions had a 4th and 18 on their own 12. They led 14-12 over New Orleans late in the 3rd quarter. Jim Arnold was in punt formation to the end zone, and the 2 outside men going down for coverage were not covered by the Saints. And all of a sudden, the center and Arnold hear somebody yell Mayday, and that's a call to throw. Mike Haid is now in the game for Alexander at right guard, as on 3rd down and 1, McNeil over the middle for a first down, and more. He's inside the 20. He is down to the 18, first down. Bobby Watkins on the tackle, and the Jets with 42 seconds to go will not take a huddle. They've got a first down, and the ball is going to be marked on the 19 of Detroit. Toon reaches that ball way out as far as he can to get it to about the 12. Jerry Holmes on the tackle there. 25 seconds to go and running. O'Brien will put it in play in a hurry. O'Brien to the far side, throws it away. Coverage over there on number 45, Wesley Walker. Bobby Watkins had him well covered, so the clock is stopped with 13 seconds to go.
Well, the Jets wasted some time. The last two plays, you'd have liked to have seen El Toon get out of bounds on the first one, and of course O'Brien tried to hit Walker on the out on the last play, but good coverage by Bobby Watkins.
Illegal motion, 61 offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Ken O'Brien did a good job throwing the ball away on the last down.
Jeff Criswell, the rookie left tackle from Searsboro, Iowa, was guilty of movement. It is now second down for the Jets at the 17-yard line of the Lions. 13 seconds to go. Toon is out. JoJo Townsell is in now. He is split out wide to the left. Freeman McNeil, they run it to the 15, and that'll bring 7 seconds.
Charge timeout.
And a timeout for New York to get the field goal unit on the field. Pat Leahy comes on. Just to really quickly finish that situation with that Mayday call has created so much controversy in Detroit. All of a sudden, in place of punting, Jim Arnold heard the magic words and he passed the ball. And it was a 4th down call, and the Saints took over and went in to score, took the lead, and then went on to win. So that takes care of Mayday. Maybe.
Well, Carl Painter, the guy that should have caught the ball, was a rookie, and he didn't know what the Hawk was supposed to do for the Lions in that particular play. He just ran down the field looking to cover. He never turned around. It was a coaching error. The coach just didn't tell him what to do in that situation.
33-yard field goal attempt by Pat Leahy. He's already been good for one today, kicking a 39-yarder. Ryan to hold. It is not good. So what normally would be a chip shot for Pat Leahy, he is wide on with 2 seconds to go in the first half.
Yes, and playing in here, Merle, where the air is just as still as couldn't be, the passers and the kickers can't complain about the wind. We'll take a look and see if we can check the placement out to see if it's good. Placement looked good. I guess Pat just left it out to the right a little bit. Perfect conditions to throw the football in, punt the ball, kick the ball. And then you see one of the best kickers in the game just miss a chip shot. Strange.
Yeah, he had hit 40 of 41 inside the 40 prior to that. In fact, add one because he had the 39-yarder, which would make him 41 out of 42. The last time he missed was in the inside the 40 was against the Giants, I believe, in the last game of the season last year. Detroit will kill the clock with 2 seconds, so we've come to the end of the first half. So, in probably what fans will consider a low-scoring game, the Jets lead the Lions 10-3.
Well, what I've found so far is that the Jets certainly missed Dave Caddigan in the lineup. Criswell is trying his best to do a good job, but he's had a penalty, a couple of penalties, and he's been beaten. And then Alexander.
Brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. Gary Lee is back along with Carl Painter as Pat Leahy will do the kicking for New York. Leahy in his 15th year from St. Louis University, grew up in St. Louis, never played football but played a lot of soccer. St. Louis, a big soccer town. Coming up short, Painter on the 5. Wow, a whack on the 25. Those special teams guys don't get a chance to play a whole lot, and in this case, Marion Barber, who made the tackle, hit the ball carrier so hard he wound up being the injured party. Number one problem, failure to protect the quarterback in the third quarter. Is that going to bite the Lions again today?
I think it's already bitten them. It happened in the first quarter. In the past few games against Atlanta, the Rams, and New Orleans, the Lions did fairly well. They were leading all 3 games at halftime. then in the third quarter, they just had a collapse offensively. And Coach Rogers says he can't figure out
in the Jets offensive scheme, but he hit the receiver so hard that he knocked himself out, I think.
Yes, he did. Now, you know that nickname, the Prince, that was laid on Marion Barber by one of my all-time favorite receivers, Jerome Barkham. And you Jet fans back home remember the great days Barkham used to have. He said, yeah, he's the Prince. That sweet Barber's quite a guy.
Well, as Detroit puts the ball in play at its own 25 starting the third quarter now, the Jets have not given up a touchdown for 10 quarters. Long out of Iowa, third year at quarterback. Gary James up to the 35. Troy Benson, 54, the left inside linebacker, and Mark Gastineau, 99, are in on the tackle.
Well, here's Mark Gastineau in the center of the screen, number 99. He's playing the run all the way. 57, MacArthur turned the play in smartly, and Gastineau gets over there to make the play. He's playing his defensive techniques. He's much more patient than he has been in the past.
It is second down, 6. James on the run. Hey, what about that tackle by Troy Benson again? Look at the ball carrier right in the face.
Oh, Troy Benson, the Jets' leading tackler, got there early and laid a good lick on the ball carrier. That fires up a defense. When you have a good vicious hit by your defense, it seems to lift the entire unit.
They lose all but one of the yards picked up on the second down. It is now 3rd and 9 on the 26-yard line, and it looks like deja vu might be setting in for Detroit. Maybe they need a rock me speech of some kind before the second half starts. Shotgun, Chuck Long. Almost intercepted by Bobby Humphrey. Carl Bland was the receiver, and Bobby Humphrey, who was converted from a wide receiver to a defensive back, had that ball covered very well.
Yeah, well, this pass was thrown like there's a 40-mile-an-hour wind going against Long, but there really isn't. You'll see Humphrey on the top of your screen break underneath the wide receiver and nearly get the interception. A good play by Bobby Humphrey.
And so Jim Arnold punts it away for the Lions. And it's taken by JoJo Townsell, who breaks one tackle and then gets to the 41. A kick of 38 yards, a 5-yard return. The Jets have the ball at the New York 41-yard line. George Jameson downfield on the coverage along with Paul Butcher. Well, here's the story statistically, and total yards 75 by Detroit. Not nearly enough.
And time of possession only 10 minutes and 21 seconds. The Jets have kept control of the ball, and once again the Jets are starting out with excellent field position.
Dan Alexander, the starting right guard for the Jets. A report on him is a bruised knee, and he probably will not come back. McNeil flags down, hit behind the line. Reggie Rogers right there on the tackle. You saw Billy Griggs go in motion, the tight end. And Joe, so many of the teams are using that now. The man in motion is the lead blocker.
Well, what they do also with that man in motion is chop him down. He'll take the short choppy steps behind the center.
60 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Behind the center of the line and trap down there, hit the nose tackle. Bud Carson, the gentleman in the white sweater, is giving Gastineau some instruction. Here you see Griggs trying to trap the defensive end, and he did a pretty good job of it. But second-year player Reggie Rogers makes the play.
He made it because he was offside. He had a pretty good start. First down and 5 for New York. McNeil looking for the block on the corner. Reggie Rogers right there to make up for the previous boo-boo is the lead tackler.
Well, so far Michael Kofer and Jimmy Williams, the outside linebackers for the Lions, have really done a good job stringing out these end sweeps, allowing the pursuit to catch up to the sweeps from the backside. But the Jets right now are working with a couple of new players in Mike Height and Criswell in the offensive line, and you can't expect precision blocking at this time.
Second down, 4. Tune to the near side. put on Dunn. The second tied in by Bruce McNorton. And K.D. Dunn will feel that one for a while.
Yes, he'll feel it for a while, and I have a feeling that if this were Mickey Schuler 82, he'd have a talk with Ken O'Brien, because the defense rolled up in that area of the field right here. The cornerback had no other responsibility except the short area, and he was there at the same time K.D. Dunn was. It was a good thing the pass wasn't intercepted.
3rd down and 4 for New York. Jets lead 10-3, third quarter at Pontiac. Jets are 8 out of 11 third down conversions. Schuler couldn't quite handle it. Bobby Watkins had the coverage. Good protection to start with, and then you only get so long, and finally O'Brien had to start making a move.
Well, O'Brien made a good move to the outside and ended up throwing a poor pass. Had the ball been a little higher, Schuler would have certainly made the first down.
Pete Manley out of northern Arizona is back deep for the punt by Joe Prokop. 11:30 to go in the third quarter. Manley inside his own 15. Good coverage by the Jets. One tackle broken. He gets about 4 yards. 37-yard punt. And the ball will be spotted near the 16-yard line. 11:15 to go in the third quarter. The Jets lead by a score of 10-3 here at the Silverdome in Pontiac. And Lions ball at the Lions 16. Check that, 17. Long, great catch by Gary Lee, number 83 at the 30. Hasty has the hit on him, and he gets to the 31 for a gain of 14. Gary Lee, second-year man from Georgia Tech.
Good catch, good pass protection, and a good pass by Chuck Long that time. He put it right in the middle of the defense and completed that pass. It was terrific.
Here they are. Attempts without interception. Bart Starr, 294. Ken O'Brien, 209. But today, 17 out of 25, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 161 yards. Manley in motion. Painter on the run. Nice cutback. Runs into the official and is downed after getting about 11 or 12. Carl Painter, the rookie from Hampton Institute. Rich Miano, the strong safety out of Hawaii, will get the tackle for the Jets. First down on the 42-yard line of Detroit.
A good cutback by Carl Painter, the rookie running back. There's no support from the inside. Kyle Clifton, number 59, overruns the play, and then the umpire gets in the way to help the Jets slow down Painter. I'm sure the umpire didn't want to be in the way.
Ben Montgomery will certainly want shoulder pads and a few rib pads on if he's going to get involved in that minute. He's the umpire today. First down, Detroit. Not much there, but a good effort by James Jones, number 30, the fullback, the 230-pounder out of Florida. Scott Mesereau, the nose tackle, and Kevin MacArthur on the stop for the Jets. The Lions have fallen on hard times here in the Detroit area. In fact, Roger Standen, who is the publisher of the prestigious Football News, picked him no better than 4th in the Central Division, and that had to be tough for Roger because this is his hometown, but that's the way it is. Painter again, pretty good run there. Little juke here, little juke there. Plays off the block. Hasty brings him down on a lot of running and not too much yards, but he gets a couple. On the ticker, Buffalo hanging on against Pittsburgh. Houston keeping the lead, and Cincinnati, boy, the Bengals heading for their 4th straight win. Indianapolis back to lead Miami. Philadelphia takes over at Minnesota, and Chicago builds the lead at Green Bay. Meanwhile, Atlanta goes ahead of Dallas, and the folks will be restless there, and New Orleans has a 7-point lead over Tampa Bay. 4 wide receivers in now for Detroit on 3rd and 6. Paco Craig, first down, Lions on the slant. John Booty, 42. the quarterback, had the coverage and made the tackle.
Well, what happens to Booty here is he allowed Craig to get inside of him. He didn't deliver a good blow at the line of scrimmage to slow Craig up. He was able to get position on the quick post pattern, and Long got the ball to him. You have to take something out of those receivers coming off the line. You can't allow them to get inside right now for that quick post pass.
Joe, this is a very impressive drive for the Lions.
Any drive would be impressive for the Lions the way they've been playing.
Lee split to the right side. Manley to the left for Detroit. Marty Lyons. And Scott Mercereau putting the pressure on. Mercereau gets the sack.
Chuck Long just had his mind made up this time, I believe, to throw the ball in the middle to tight end Pat Carter. But you see Carter come in the middle, and Long's looking at him, trying to get it to him, but Troy Benson is all over him, and then the pressure gets right on Long. A combination of good coverage and good pressure.
That's the third time that Long has gone down today, and it's the 14th time that he has been sacked in this, the fourth game, the first 4 games. Second, 19. Jones and Painter. Play action. Fine catch by Manley. They get out of the hole. A 20-yard pickup. Flag down. Eric McMillan on the tackle.
We'll see Pee Wee Manley streaking across the field. It's just a crossing pattern, and he'll outrun James Hasty, the corner.
First down.
Here we'll see the face mask. Well, we don't see much of it, but there you go. You're not allowed to do that, Eric. Yes, Eric McMillan grabs the face mask, and that should have been a blatant penalty. I mean, there was no reason to grab the man's face mask while he's lying on the ground.
And the penalty after the play takes the ball to the 25-yard line. Manley now has 4 catches for 65 yards. Painter and Jones are the setbacks. Painter. Eric McMillan trying to make up for the penalty that was charged to him, but we did have a flag across the way on the far side of the field, and offside is called against New York.
Now, this is the kind of penalty that just drives coaches nuts. I watched Wallace Chambers yesterday.
Offside, 57 defense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I watched Wallace Chambers yesterday work with his defensive front. He's the defensive line coach, even though he had a linebacker offside. But he makes those guys stay in their position. He gives various snap counts, and then he snaps the ball. The linemen haven't been jumping offsides, but that time MacArthur jumped the gun.
And Robin Cole, the veteran from the Pittsburgh Steelers, replaces MacArthur as the Lions send Painter into the left side for about 3. Middle of the line for New York, stacking up the play. Robin Cole spent 11 years with the Steelers out of New Mexico. He certainly adds a lot of experience and a lot of leadership to the Jets.
Well, he's been on 2 Super Bowl winners with the Steelers. When he came to the Jets prior to the New England game, Marty Lyons, one of the leaders in the Jets, asked Cole to say a few words. Cole has inspired the veterans, and he's helping these young rookies and young players mature for the Jets.
This drive started on the Lions 17. The Lions send Painter again into the middle, and there's not much there, and I don't know if he got that first down or not. He'll be close. Marty Lyons, who's the leader of that defensive line up front, along with Gastineau, hit on the tackle. And it will be 3rd and very short for the Lions. Painter has carried 5 times for 23 yards now. Boy, you got to be impressed with the composure of the Lions. You know, we started out this third quarter by mentioning, and there's 4:50 left to go in the third quarter now, by mentioning the fact that the Lions had difficulty at the beginning of the third quarter.
And they've overcome a big sack play, too. Chuck Long was sacked for big yardage that they've overcome.
3rd and short. James behind Page. First down, and he is digging for the end zone. Flags go down. He comes up short. Rich Miano made the tackle. It looked like James was going to bust it for his second touchdown of the year. He's close. Face mask, New York.
Face mask, half the distance penalty. Ordinarily of the 5-yard line, call time from the end of the run against number 36. First and goal.
Here's the play. It's going to go off that left side. Once again, the defensive right side of the Jets has been giving up the yardage. They haven't been able to stop him, and Miano makes the play and gets the penalty on top of it. But the Lions have had no success at all running the ball to their right. They keep probing that Jet defensive right side, the Lions left, and they've been successful.
And Lomas Brown, the left tackle, a 275-pounder, along with Glover on that left side, doing the job. 11th play of this drive, first and goal on about the half-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit, Gary James.
You see the line surge. It looks like the Jets get off the ball all right on this side of the line of scrimmage, but on the right side of the line of scrimmage, they're being whipped. The Lions are simply outplaying them at the point of attack on their offensive left side.
Eric Hipple will go to tie the game, or rather Eddie Murray will go to tie the game with Eric Hipple holding. Murray 7 out of 7 so far. Nothing wrong with that one. Tie game. The crowd is not big, but the Lions have given them something to yell about here in the third quarter. They have tied the Jets, and this long march for the Lions put an end to that. Tied at 10.
Well, these people here have had a chance to get excited, even though we don't have a big house here. Merle, how many people you think are here today?
Well, I kind of tipped it off. I was counting them, and I just finished the count. I was counting them personally, you know, row by row, and finally hit 29,250. I'm a good counter, right? Out of the end zone comes Humphrey on the return. Out of bounds at the 39. Carl Bland ran him out of bounds as Humphrey, Bobby Humphrey, a defensive back, converted as a from a wide receiver, went 41 yards on the return.
Here's Humphrey, converted wide receiver. He's been the big threat for the Jets and taking the ball back. He gives them very good field position once again.
So the Jets find themselves in a 10-10 tie with the Lions, and we'll return in a moment. Humphrey's 41-yard kickoff return has put the ball to the Jet 39-yard line. Score tied at 10. O'Brien, Schuler, first down New York, a spin, a turn, an extra 3 yards at the 45. Mickey Schuler brought down by Bruce McNorton, and all of a sudden we see Schuler get into the pass patterns and catch the eye of Ken O'Brien. Schuler now 2 catches, 30 yards. The capacity here, over 80,000. There's today's attendance. A lot of elbow room, but there are 8 sellouts in the NFL today. That's the record for the year. 8 big sellouts. Freeman McNeil hit behind the line by the nose tackle, Jerry Ball. And so the Lions are really alive and kicking here in the third quarter after tying the Jets with an 83-yard drive. Took 11 plays in 7 minutes. Scores for the ball games. Pittsburgh closing the gap on Buffalo. Houston building the lead over New England, and Cincinnati off and running again today. Chicago's Bears, after an upset by Minnesota, trying to beat our rival Green Bay. Atlanta trying to make it 2 in a row in Dallas over Dallas. Toon. And again the Lion defense. Jimmy Williams, Roger Vick took that ball. And a loss moves the ball back to the 44 with his third down. and almost 21.
Yeah, I can't believe that O'Brien passed the ball to Vick that time. Jimmy Williams, the linebacker, was right there in perfect position. The first down play, the attempted run, is what caused the problem for the Jets on this drive. I think they should be passing the ball much more often because the offensive line right now has Criswell and Haight in there, and I think they'll get better pass protection than they can get good run blocking.
The Lions have 6 defensive backs on the field. O'Brien airs it out, and it's going to be intercepted on the 5-yard line. It is picked off by Rafael Cherry, his 2nd interception of the year. Al Toon was a receiver, but well overthrown, and Cherry was there to nail it.
This interception is the 2nd best thing that could have happened to the Jets right now. A completion would have been ideal, a completion for a touchdown. But the interception takes place, and now Detroit has the ball at their own 1.5-yard line. Big play for the Jets and their defense.
That is the first interception thrown by a Jet quarterback this year, and the last team to throw an interception. So that breaks the string of Ken O'Brien. He will not break Bart Starr's record this year.
No, but again, the Jets have Detroit with their backs to the wall.
Boy, this is better than a kick out of bounds, isn't it?
It is much better than a kick out of bounds. You know, we're talking about that attendance figure of 29,000. You can't hardly blame these Detroit fans. The Lions have won exactly 1 home game in each of the last 2 seasons, 87 and 86. And by winning 1 home game in each season, you can't expect people to come out and watch you play.
But this area, of course, long steeped in tradition as backers of the Lions, and they'll be back. James Jones trying to get a little breathing room for Chuck Long. Doesn't get a whole lot, maybe a couple. Minute 24 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter and ticking away. The ball will be outside the 3-yard line.
You know, these Lion fans, it's not that they'll be back, Merle. They've never left. It's just that the winning habits have left. Heck, the last time the Lions have been in the playoffs, half the guys on their roster weren't even born. It's a long dry spell.
Wow.
Come on, D! Come on,
Chuck
D!
Long, 2nd down. This time the left side is attacked, and Scott Mercereau is there to stop the ball carrier at the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up. And we have 41 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Tony Page, the fire plug, 5'10", 235-pounder, getting a couple.
Well, let me go. Scott Mercereau leaving the game right now. Let me correct that. The last time the Lions have won a playoff game, these guys, half the guys of this team, weren't even born yet. Once again, the Jets defense is doing a good job keeping the Lions backed up. This is a big play for their defense because if they can hold them, the Jets will get excellent field position.
Lee and Manley are the wideouts. We're down to 13 seconds, and we have a whistle stopping play.
Charge timeout.
And we have a timeout charged to the New York Jets. So with the game locked up at 10-10, the Lions put the ball in play with 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It is 3rd down 6. Big play for the defense, big play for the offense. Here we go. First down Detroit. James Jones, number 30. Blasting his way across the 10. 2 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the Lions will have possession as we come to the 4th quarter. Troy Benson made the tackle in the play. So that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Score tied at 10. And we'll be right back after these messages from your local station. Merle, Harmon, and Joe Namath with you at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, where the Lions control the game in the 3rd quarter, have tied the Jets, and now start the 4th quarter with a first down at their own 13 after a big 3rd down run by James to get the first down. Lions stay with the run. James Jones to the 20. Robin Cole, number 90, former Steeler and veteran linebacker for the Jets on the hit in the 3rd quarter. Here's the total yard picture, and it certainly was the Lions quarter, Joe.
Oh, sure. They're running the ball well. The Jets made 2 defensive changes. Cole is in there for MacArthur, and Tom Baldwin is in there for Marty Lyons. That's the area where the Lions have been getting most of the rushing yardage.
2 wideouts for Detroit. Lee split to the right, Manley to the left. Well covered by James Hasty was Pete Manley. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I just don't think that was a well-designed play. I mean, Chuck Long had one place to go, and that was to the man Hasty was covering, and James Hasty was with him step for step, stride for stride. Long didn't have another receiver in the area.
Hasty is the Jets' number 3 draft choice, a rookie out of Washington State. Manley to the left side and Lee to the right for Detroit. 3rd down, 3. Painter trying to get the first down, and they will not get it. He is stopped on the 21. Kyle Clifton, the 5-year veteran linebacker from TCU, stops him.
And this is the area that the Jets have been giving up yardage, right over here on the defensive right side. Mano takes the blocker out, and Clifton comes in to make the good tackle along with Robin Cole, 90, who is in there for MacArthur.
Jim Arnold, one of the best kickers in the NFL, sends it downfield in a fair catch at the 32 to JoJo Townsell. And did I hear some Mayday calls from the stadium?
I don't think you'll hear it from the sideline, that's for sure, from any of the Lion players.
Well, Jim Arnold and a local disc jockey here came up with a T-shirt of Mayday, so they have taken it in good stride. And we'll be back in a moment.
Today's game is brought to you by Michelob. Michelob is a proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. By Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? And by Burger King, where we do it like you do it.
Jets ball, 1st down, 13:38 to go in a 10-10 tie, and Vick gets the call. And Vick is out across the 35 to the 36. Chris Spielman, number 54, the rookie linebacker from Ohio State, puts the hit on Vick. In the 3rd quarter, talk about dominating. The Jets dominated the game in the first half statistically, had the ball most of the time. The Jets had an 11-yard offense in the 3rd quarter, total offense. There are the numbers on O'Brien. 1 out of 5 in the 2nd half. But they also only had the ball for 6 plays. That was in the 3rd quarter. Vick trying to get to the 40 will be a little bit short. Chris Spielman again there to make the tackle, so he gets a couple.
The big problem, as we mentioned earlier with the Jets right now, have been the injuries to Dan Alexander and also to Dave Cadigan, who hasn't played at all today. Criswell's doing a decent job. Mike Haight is in at left guard. You have the 2 young guys on the left side of the offensive line, and Jim Sweeney actually in his first year as a center, so there's no cohesiveness with the blocking out there.
3rd down, 4. Sohn in motion. Complete to Sohn for the 1st down across the 45. Bruce McNorton, the right cornerback, over there to make the tackle. So it's a 1st down for the Jets.
Kurt Sohn is in the slot. You'll see him come in motion, then come downfield and just outrun the defender. The defender hasn't caught up to him yet, number 29, and Sohn picks his way clean to be able to get the 1st down. Bruce McNorton couldn't quite get there in time.
1st and 10, just outside the 46 of the Jets, and Freeman McNeil gets about 3 the hard way. Up the middle. Now let's go to Len Berman at NFL Live in New York for an update. Len?
Thank you, Merle. Big play in Buffalo. Pittsburgh punter Harry Newsome and All-Pro Steve Tasker blocks it. Rob Riddick scores it, his 2nd touchdown within 2.5 minutes. Buffalo looks to go 4-0. It's 30-14. Back to you, Merle and Joe.
All right, Len. Boy, the Bills fans will be going bananas with that 4-0 start if they make it today. And they're on their way. 2nd down. McNeil. Good cut to the 45, short of a 1st down by a yard.
Freeman McNeil had good blocking out front that time by Ted Banker, number 63. You'll see the left guard pulling right there, leading the play, and now he'll get a good block on 54. Spillman, and McNeil nearly makes the first down. You know, the thing about that blocked punt that Steve Tasker had for Buffalo that I find interesting, that's only the 3rd blocked punt this season in the entire NFL.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
3rd down and 1. Jets are 9 out of 14 on 3rd down plays. Barber is now in as a tight end. 3 tight ends. And Vick goes right over the top of Barber. He's going to be very close. And I believe he made it. Spielman, 54, the inside linebacker, and Reggie Rogers, 60, the defensive end, make the stop.
You'll see the Prince, number 31, Marion Barber, coming in motion on the right side of your screen, and he'll lead the play. He'll get a helmet on someone in there, and Vick jumps through for the first down.
30 seconds on the clock.
The other 2 blocked punts that we had mentioned, one occurred when the Giants beat Washington, and the other when Miami beat Green Bay in the first week of the season.
Let's shoot.
We've had a call for the clock operator to, I believe, check the minutes and seconds remaining. That pass complete, a flag down, however, as Al Toon yanks it in at about the 22-yard line. Dennis Gibson, 98, Bruce McNorton, 29, make the tackle, and the play will come back on a holding call. That flag in the backfield, not much doubt about what the call is going to be. So the Jets lose the big gainer. Score tied at 10.
Holding, 61 offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Jeff Criswell, the rookie from Graceland, is tagged for a holding call. He's filling in for Dave Cadigan, the #1 draft choice, who is out with an ankle injury. There's Criswell. 284 pounds. He played at Graceland College in Lamoni, Iowa.
Well, you went to Graceland too, didn't you, Merle?
Yeah. The big graduate, though, is Bruce Jenner. Ken O'Brien, incomplete. Wesley Walker in the area. And I'll tell you what, Jerry Holmes was out there as the defensive man with some very big eyes saying, boy, if I could get to this one, I'm gone.
Jerry Holmes was there in good position, but also number 59, Jimmy Williams, the left outside linebacker, got in the play. Wesley Walker tried to get inside for O'Brien and found Jimmy Williams there, and then he tried to swing back outside, and O'Brien just got the ball too far outside for him to handle.
2nd down, 20 coming up for the Jets. Score tied at 10, 4th quarter. O'Brien, 161 yards in the first half of the year and 20 in the second half. 21 of 30 passes. Also has been intercepted today for the first time this year. Inside handoff, McNeil. That one pops big, and McNeil is going to be good for about 12 yards. Benny Blades, a strong safety, made the hit, along with Bruce McNorton, and let's update scores. Buffalo off and running to a 4th straight win, and so is Cincinnati. And Houston bouncing back after a loss of Warren Moon. Big loss to the Jets last week. Indianapolis trying to win its first game of the year. Minnesota has come back to lead Philadelphia. And Chicago solid over Green Bay in the 4th. And Atlanta continues with a lead over Dallas at Dallas in the 4th. And New Orleans is winning. Townsell and Toon are to the left side, and Criswell moved the left tackle. So it would be 3rd down and 10 coming, except we'll see what the penalty situation does here.
Full start, number 61, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Criswell has hurt the Jets once again with the penalty. You know, if you can keep an offense from having long gainers, very often the offense will stop themselves either with penalties or with fumbles. One of the things you want to do defensively is not give up the big play, and that's what the Lions are doing.
3rd down, 14. Toon, the intended receiver. Jerry Holmes had the coverage to knock it away. And it'll be 4th down for the Jets. Now the crowd here, even though small, is really into the game for the Lions.
Here you'll see Toon. He'll go downfield and he'll get open, but the ball's not going to be there. Look, he's open, he's open, he's open. Now Holmes closes and makes a beautiful play in breaking it up. The pass was a little bit late.
Manley is back deep. Joe Prokop, third-year man from Cal Poly, will handle the punt for the Jets. 8:57 to go in the game. Score tied at 10. Jets trying to make it 3 in a row, and the Lions have lost 2 straight. Prokop hangs it very high. The coverage is down there. The ball is going to go into the end zone, will be brought out to the 20. A 48-yard kick by Prokop. 8:45 left to play in the game with the score tied at 10. The Lions will put the ball in play at their own 20. Merle, Harmon, and Joe Namath with you in Pontiac, Michigan. And Joe, this stat right here is pretty well tells a story.
It tells me that the Jet offensive line isn't in sync, and there's a good reason why. Cadigan's hurt, and now Alexander's hurt.
And the Lions take over at the 20. First down. Go to the run. Painter. And Painter gets out to the 24. Kyle Clifton, who's been very active today, and he'll have a lot of tackles when they add his up. Second down, 6 coming up for the Lions.
Well, the Lions didn't waste any time in getting to that soft right side of the Jets defense. MacArthur is back in the game for Cole, and so is Marty Lyons, but still there was a pretty good gain.
Red Sox closing in on the Eastern Division. Detroit hopeful. 10-10 the score here. Second down, 6 for Detroit. Lions stay with a run, but a fine tackle by Kyle Clifton. James Jones meets Clifton for a loss at the 19. He's going to grade out well.
Oh, that's what you need. You need someone to make the big play, both defensively and offensively. Number 59, Clifton, doesn't get blocked, not a helmet on him, and he makes a good play. But obviously it was a missed assignment by the Lions because they didn't have a blocker near Kyle Clifton that play.
They mark the ball at the 21. It'll be third down 9. 4 wide receivers in for the Lions. Long is 9 out of 15 for 112 yards. Dropped by Manley. Covered by Bobby Humphrey. Fourth down and 9 for the Lions.
Other than the drop, what made this play for the Jets was good pass pressure. They forced Long out of the pocket. Now, they didn't make the tackle, but Alex Gordon, 55, got right in his face. And there's Nichols putting pressure on Long. Of course, Manley dropped the ball, but it was a good pass pressure that forced Long out of the pocket.
Jim Arnold sends it up high. 42-yard average for punting this year. And Townsell breaks a tackle, comes down the sideline, steps out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds at the 49-yard line, and the Detroit bench saw it, and the line judge also saw it. Boy Smith, they'll mark the ball there. We've got a timeout with 7 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the game. We are tied at 10. Bud Carson and his defensive unit have had their meeting. The offense now takes over. First down to the 49 of the Lions. Ken O'Brien, who was intercepted for the first time this year in the third quarter. Right over the middle of Vick. Vick, first down. He'll be at the 35 or inside. Chris Spielman makes the tackle, a 14-yard pickup.
Well, the linebackers took themselves out of the play for the Lions. As O'Brien went back to pass, he took a little time. The linebackers dropped deeper and deeper in the zone, and Vick just checked out of the backfield. It's a big play for him.
First down, 34-yard line of Detroit. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the game. It's tied at 10. Al Toon splits wide to the left side. Dunn, the tight end in motion, back to the left side. But they run it right with McNeil, knocked out of bounds. He may have picked up a yard. Chris Spielman, the linebacker, I know we have used his name a lot today, but that's how much he's been in the ball game. Number 54, the rookie from Ohio State.
Well, the Jets are going to keep that Lion defense honest with the sweeps. They keep trying it. The Jets haven't been really successful sweeping the right end today, but They must know something we don't, Merle, because they keep going back to that sweep.
2nd down 9 at the 33 of Detroit. Toon and Walker wide to the left side. O'Brien has Vick wide open out of the backfield. He's short of a 1st down, but he is near the 21. Chris Spielman. I might as well make a recording. Chris Spielman again on the tackle. Dennis Gibson helping out too. Gibson, the other inside linebacker, number 98.
The rookie from Ohio State, Chris Spielman, number 2 draft choice by the Lions, doing an excellent job, and he's played well in the 3 season games so far against Atlanta and the Rams in New Orleans.
And Joe, they talk about him, even though a rookie, as the leader.
That's right. He and Benny Blades, all they need to do is mature a little bit more, and they will be the leaders of this Lion defense.
Wideouts left. Sewn in motion back to the right side. 3rd and 2. O'Brien has Walker open. Wesley Walker, who caught 3 touchdown passes last week, gets his 4th touchdown of the year today, and Walker is back. James Griffin and Bobby Watkins let him get loose. A 26-yard touchdown strike to Wesley Walker.
Give credit to that offensive line for giving Ken O'Brien as much time as he wanted back there. Look at him. They don't have any defenders around Ken O'Brien. Walker had all day to put some fakes on those defensive backs and find the open spot. Good pass protection.
Pat Leahy, who's perfect this year, will try to add the point. And the Jets now lead by 7. 49 yards in 4 plays and a 26-yard touchdown pass from O'Brien to Walker with 5:21 to go in the game. And it'll go to Lee. Lee at the 1. He can get to the outside. Great return by Lee to the 39-yard line. So Lee gives the Lions great field position on that 38-yard return as Buffalo charges on to a 4th win. Houston winning over New England. Cincinnati trying to stay undefeated. So these games roll on. These are all 4th quarter scores. Indianapolis trying to break into the win column. Minnesota back from trailing Philadelphia. And Dallas closes the gap to 1 in Dallas. New Orleans, which won here last week, trying to beat Tampa Bay today and doing so. 1st and 10 near the 40. Manley in motion for Detroit. Play action. Long to Painter, almost intercepted. Had it been intercepted, I believe it would have been ruled out of bounds. Hasty and McMillan on the coverage. McMillan made a dive for the ball. Number 22, the rookie from Missouri.
Excellent defense by the entire unit of the Jets that time. Scott Mercereau was right back there in Chuck Long's face, forcing him to throw quickly, and 3 Jet defenders were right around the ball.
Long is 8 for 17 today, 112 yards and 1 interception. 17-10 Jets, 5 minutes to go. James and Jones are in the backfield. In the eye. Did Gastineau see a movement and charge across the line? Harvey Salem might have made a move. Number 73.
Full start, 73 offense. 5-yard penalty, still
good eyes for Mark Gastineau as Harvey Salem.
Good eyes for Merle Harmon too for picking up that penalty. Here you see the line. There you see Salem making the move, backing out, and Gastineau charging on him. Mental mistakes. I tell you, they drive coaches nuts. You'd think that the veteran lineman would at least remember the snap count, huh?
2nd down, 15. James and Jones are the running backs. Play action. Long hiding the ball well, but where are the receivers? He's going to run for it. And is out of bounds at the 40. So he got about a yard. James Hasty ran him out of bounds, number 40. Marty Lyons on pursuit. Number 93, the 10-year veteran from Alabama. Who's had a little trouble with the ribs. And Hasty, I'll tell you, this guy's got so much enthusiasm, he doesn't have any trouble with anything.
He's a very smart player, and Hasty is nasty as a defensive back. He enjoys delivering the blows as opposed to having to take them. He used to be a receiver at Washington State. They put him on the other side of the football, and he said, hey, I like this. Let me hit those guys for a change.
Lions are 5 out of 11 on third downs today. Long goes for the first down. I believe he gets it to Carl Bland. Nope. Ball was trapped. Carl Bland, number 80, who caught 2 touchdown passes last week against the Saints, gave it his best shot.
Carl Howard, number 80, or excuse me, number 28 on the right side, is on defense. We'll see if this catch, well, the official standing just to the right of that. He had to see the ball slip through Bland's hands and hit the turf.
Jim Arnold out of Vanderbilt.
Play is being reviewed.
They're going to review the play. Jim Arnold of Vanderbilt will do the punting. He was a Pro Bowl kicker last year and set a Pro Bowl record. 49.6, not too shabby.
No, he's the best kicker in the NFC. I was talking to Dave Jenkins before the game. Here's the pass again. Let's see if you can really tell if it's a conclusive evidence here. And I don't think the replay man can say that he conclusively saw him catch the ball.
The play stands as ruled. Incomplete pass.
Tell you what,
it
looked like that last split second the ball did hit the turf and then was covered.
Oh, sure. Dave Jennings, by the way, the ex-punter for the Jets, says Arnold is the best punter in the NFC.
He drives this one downfield to Townsell, who had a great return on his last try. Stays on his feet, finally gets out across the 32. And is brought down by Danny Lockett. A 35-yard kick, 6-yard return. This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or the use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Detroit Lions and the National Football League is prohibited. This game is the property of the National Football League's New York Jets and Detroit Lions, all rights reserved. Merle, Harmon, and Joe Namath with you. We've got discussion down here at the 30-yard line where there's a yellow flag on the field.
Personal fouls, unnecessary roughness. Number 80 on the kicking team, number 28 on the receiving team. Both occurred after the dead ball. Penalties offset at this spot, 1st and 10.
Carl Bland and Carl Howard. Kind of mixing it up. So the two Carls, my name's Carl, my name's Carl. They start squaring off. So offsetting penalties. The ball will be played at the 32-yard line, 1st down. Jim Sweeney, All-American at Pittsburgh, up over that ball. Used to snap him for Dan Marino at University of Pittsburgh. Freeman McNeil, the lone setback. Toon on the catch. Can't break the tackle, though. Bruce McNorton, number 29, staying right with him. But the Jets get about 5, and McNorton is shaken up on the play. He made the tackle. He is still down. 4:21 left to play in this game. And the Jets are leading 17-10.
This week, all of these games are up for grabs, it seems.
You know, talk about competitiveness in the league. More than 60% of the games were decided by a touchdown or less, and all the games have been played so far this year. Vick right up the middle. Big former Texas A&M fullback to the 42. And the clock showing 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. You know, the Lions, Joe, have been in their games. They lost to Atlanta 31-7, or beat Atlanta rather 31-17, then lost to the Rams 17-10 and New Orleans 22-14.
Tell you, their heads aren't in the game enough. They've made too many mental errors in the past 3 games. They've allowed too many sacks where guys have just come clean, missed blocking assignments. For some reason, these Lions aren't quite in the game mentally.
This is going to be short by, well, wait a minute. Let me see. They're stretching the chains out, and it is short by a couple of inches or so. The Jets opened the season with a 28-3 loss to New England, then beat Cleveland 23-3 and Houston 45-3. By the way, that 45-3 victory over Houston last week was the largest margin of victory ever for the Jets. That kind of surprised me.
Surprised me too. And this is the game the Jets were figured to win, and right now they're doing it, but with 2 replacements in the offensive line. That's pretty impressive.
3rd down, couple of inches. Barber in motion. Barber to block. Vick for the first down. Charges on near the 45. Marion Barber was shaken up earlier. They bring him in as a 3rd tight end. And when he goes in motion, you can just kind of follow him and pretty well tell where the play is going to go. Jerry Holmes, 43. Dennis Gibson, 98, made the stop.
And Vick is such a load to bring down. I mean, he's a powerful runner. Once he gets ahead of steam up, one guy can't stop him. There's a hole. He bounces it outside. Vick showing some quickness. Now he's got the first down, and it takes a gang of Lions to slow Vick down.
2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game. New York 17, Detroit 10. Walker in motion. O'Brien going upstairs to Toon. First down and out of bounds. 11 yards on the play to the 44. Clock stopped with 2:35 remaining. Al Toon, a 4-year veteran from Wisconsin, had a bit of a concussion a week ago. Now he's going to stay on the sideline. Let's check Buffalo getting closer to that 4th win. Cincinnati holding tough, and the Cleveland Browns without Kozar, boy, like a shell of a team almost. Minnesota holding that lead over Philadelphia. Indianapolis looks like the Colts are going to break into the win column, and the Cowboys trail by 1. Vick again gets the carry. Not much there, maybe a couple, but it also takes time off the clock. Spielman on the tackle.
That's the thing now. The Jets would like to use that clock.
Timeout. Detroit, number 1, 40-second timeout.
The Jets would like to use that clock so Detroit won't have much left if they get made a better relationship of it with his team by owning up to them and dealing with them in a man-to-man situation.
We really got some happy campers. Gastineau put it well. He said, you know, the veterans have taken the young guys and worked with them, and he said we're all one unit. O'Brien, lots of time, finally gets it away to Vick, and Vick is dumped hard at about the 37 by Bruce McNorton, who was out of the ball game for a few plays, shaken up, and is now back and was on that play. 2:08 to go in the game.
Once again, excellent pass protection by this makeshift offensive line. Mike Haight is doing a fine job, and so is Criswell. Down the stretch here when it really counts. They're doing a good job.
We've hit the 2-minute warning mark, and the New York Jets lead the Detroit Lions 17-10. The Jets in possession on the line.
Alexander, the offensive tackle, he has an injured leg, and that's Mike Kensel, one of the Jets representatives, standing beside him. I know Alexander would like to be playing. He's the Iron Man of that Jet offensive group, and tell you, this offensive line is really doing a good job without having Cadigan in the game and Dan Alexander.
The Jets have 3rd down coming up. In the last 2 games, the Jets converted 8 of 16 3rd downs against Cleveland, 10 of 14 against Houston, and today 12 of 18. That's Cadigan, who's the #1 draft choice.
He needs to bulk up a little bit, you know, try and get a bigger chest, some bigger arms. You know, he's in the big leagues now. Bulk up some, Dave.
Oh, you used to love those big guys coming at you on the other side of the line that were bulked up, didn't you, huh? 3rd down, and Vick drops the ball. He had a first down and wide open for it. Maybe Vick needed to hear some footsteps or something, or feel a little contact, but that was just too easy for him.
This could turn into a very important play. Not only would the drive have been maintained, look, he just drops the pass, just can't control it. This would have given the Jets a first down and continued possession of the ball. Now they have to punt.
O'Brien, 27 out of 38, 252 yards, rather. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Prokop to do the kicking. Manley back deep for Detroit in a single safety. At 1:56 seconds to go in this game. The Jets lead the Lions 17-10. Prokop sends that ball a mile high. It's 200 feet to the roof, and that one got up there pretty well. Now the ball takes a bounce out of bounds at the 12-yard line of Detroit, and the Lions have 1:44 to go to keep this game going. or even win it.
Excellent punt by Prokop. It was so high the Lions couldn't get a return, and yet the Jets were able to keep the Lions backed up on their own 12-yard line. A good job by Prokop.
So it is 17-10 New York. The Lions, Chuck Long has not had a big day throwing the football as far as yardage is concerned. 8 of 18, 112 yards. 4 wide receivers in for the Lions. Out of the shotgun. Evades the trap, completes the pass to James Jones out of the backfield. And he is across the 15 at the 16, and a minute 32 remains.
The Jets have 6 defensive backs in the game, with Booty and Carl Howard in there also, so it's going to be tough to get some completions in for Long.
It is a minute 19 now as Long cranks up in the pocket, finally gets it away, and again he hits James Jones, but they're not getting any yardage. In fact, that goes for a loss. John Booty, 42, who is one of the nickelbacks, made the stop, and the clock is stopped at a minute 10 seconds to play. The ball will be put on the 19.
The Jets are still getting some pretty good pressure back there on Chuck Long. Even with the 4-man rush only, they're playing 7 defenders back there, 6 defensive backs, and also Robin Cole, number 90.
I think I said lost. They're looking at the wrong marker there. It is 3rd down and 3, a minute 10 remaining now. Tony Page, nothing going. A minute and 4 seconds left. Robin Cole makes the hit for New York. And we have a
timeout. Detroit.
Timeout for the Lions.
40-second timeout.
We'll return to Pontiac in a moment.
Offensive line does. If the offensive line has to open up the holes, and the Lions haven't been doing it. Well, they did it better this second half than in any other game, but they're still behind on the scoreboard.
4th down and 2, the ball on the 19-yard line of Detroit. Jets take over. Bland, the intended receiver. Coverage by Bobby Humphrey. And the Jets will have the football.
Good play by Bobby Humphrey. Of course, he had all day to recover and react to this ball. Chuck Long throws the ball from the left hash mark all the way across the field. And Bobby Humphrey, 48, recovers nicely to break it up, and I would think assure the Jets of a victory.
On the last series there that was just concluded for the Lion offense, Bobby Humphrey, the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, passes defense 6, tackles 3. He had a great day. He's had a pretty good day today, too. Anyway, when Long came to the sideline, he looked to Hipple and the rest of the staff as if to say, why did we call that play?
Well, that shows you a young quarterback, too. If you don't like a play in the first place, you shouldn't call it, even if the coach sends it in.
Jets trying to kill the clock. 46 seconds left to play. Lions take...
3rd and last. 40 seconds.
The Jets lead Detroit 17-10. 46 seconds remaining to be played here in the Silverdome in Pontiac. I'm Merle Harmon with Joe Namath. We welcome those of you who've been watching the Indianapolis Colts win their first game of the year. And here, the New York Jets have not had a runaway in this ball game at all, but still, in their own way, they've dominated. Here's the report card on the Jets.
Yes, and O'Brien's had another good day. The offensive line gave him time. There aren't big numbers up there for the rushing game, but Al Toon caught 10 passes. The offensive line with Mike Haight in there and Chris Well have done a commendable job. It's been remarkable. You know, the Jets, they made 12 out of 19 third down conversions. And I'll tell you, if that's not a record, it should be, or close to it.
And goes with 10 of 14 last week and 8 of 16 the week before. The Jets now killing the clock. No timeouts remaining for the Lions. 41 seconds. We want to welcome those of you who have viewed the New England-Houston game today. Merle Harmon and Joe Namath in Pontiac, Michigan. And the New York Jets, after losing their first game of the year to New England, will have now beaten Cleveland, Houston, and Detroit. And the Lions, after an opening win, will have lost to the Rams, New Orleans, and the Jets, with the clock now at 18 seconds. And it is going to be over with the clock running down. And so the fans, 29,000 plus here today, very, very unhappy. And the Budweiser player of the game is Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien had an outstanding day for the New York Jets. The quarterback guided his team to the victory with 252 yards and 2 touchdowns.